We're live. Super.
Mm-hmm.
So, okay. The next question comes from Likeable Stranger on YouTube, and he wants to know, I should start over because I don't know if that's a he or she. The next question comes from Likeable Stranger on YouTube, and they were wondering how you think growing up or living in Iceland shapes your way of like nature and the world as a whole. So how does Iceland growing up in Iceland have an impact on that?
I grew up in a small town. It's called Ísafjörður. It was the population of 3,500, so it's a small town. But actually one of the bigger towns in Iceland. It's safe. You are playing wherever you want, whenever you want, because it's safe. There's nothing bad anywhere. So that was nice. You grow up in nature.
Yep.
I mean, I've been many places around the world, and it's usually too many people everywhere. So Iceland is less. It's more nature, more clean. Yeah. So probably will give you another view of the world, of course, but generally I think it's nicer to grow up as a kid in a small town.
Small, clean, nature-filled town.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, everything was safe and fun.
And I mean, I guess when you're growing up here like that, do you feel like the world is safe then because of that? You know what I mean? Or is that like a lesson that you have to learn as you're going other places?
Probably a lesson you have to learn.
Mm-hmm.
You grow up with everybody basically knowing who you are, and you pretty much know everyone else. So all of a sudden you can maybe in a big city or something, and you don't know anyone, and it's of course different.
Yeah.
But I could do whatever I want, and if I needed help, I just would basically just walk up to the next person and can I call or can I whatever.
Yeah.
So it's most likely the other person, especially in my hometown, would always know who you are,
Mm-hmm.
whose son you are, or whatever.
Okay. Sounds like a great way to grow up as a kid.
Yeah. But then again, maybe being a teenager or older in a small town can be difficult also, but
Mm-hmm.
I think the benefit outweigh the cost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's a really good answer. I like that. I agree. I mean, I don't know, but I get a very good sense of that.
Everything is cleaner, everything is nicer.
You can drink from the tap water, for example.
You can
not worry about getting sick.
No, you can just literally go to the next river.
Yeah.
Yeah, or next stream or something. The fish, like when I grew up as a kid, there would a guy who would always go every morning out. He would catch some fish. He would come home. Every time, every noon, he would sell it from his car. So the fish you were buying was basically a few hours old.
Wow.
Yeah. Now you can't do it because it has to be everything regulated and stuff.
Yeah.
But that was clean. When he just finished his fish, he was just done for a day. Did that every day. So
that's the best fish ever, huh?
Yeah. You can't get that anywhere now.
No.
So things have changed.
Wow. Okay, next question comes from Mary, and she wants to know if there are any faux pas Americans do that drive Icelanders crazy.
No, probably of all the tourists we get, the US is not the problem by far. So, but what I have heard from US people and more are we see them as being overly polite, but that's just the way the US is.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with that. We are not like that.
Mm-hmm.
But we're not impolite. Some people will feel that Icelanders are impolite, but we're not. We don't go that extra step or something.
Okay.
So that's something I will see. But of all the tourists in Iceland, the US is not the problem.
Yeah. That's because I prepare them so well with
Exactly.
all the videos.
Yeah. I mean, we understand you, you understand us.
Yeah.
Mostly know how to drive.
Yeah.
The roads here are different, so you need to learn.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
It's true.
Yeah. So, better be safe.
Okay.
One of the things that drives Icelanders crazy is we have rescue services,
Yeah.
and they are volunteer work. So when a tourist will come rent a car, most likely too small and unprepared to go to the mountains, he will go to the mountains and get stuck, needs help. A person will come volunteering to rescue him. That will annoy Icelanders.
Yeah. Because it's their responsibility, of course,
Yeah.
because, you know, they're part of the search and rescue, but
Exactly,
also,
but they're doing it volunteer.
yeah,
No one is getting paid.
no. I mean, are you guys seeing like a bigger, like an increase in this?
Oh, yeah.
Like the money that they have to spend with the like increase in tourism, are you seeing more?
Yeah. They were actually calculating, I think I saw it like last winter, how much more oil they're using and how much that has increased.
Wow.
They still have to buy the oil.
Mm.
So everything is increasing. They're
Yeah.
still not getting paid.
Huh.
So just, but like I said before, it's not the Americans. It's
Yeah,
all-
not just the I mean, definitely Americans can fall in that
Yeah, all
category.
probably,
but-
some of them.
Okay.
I mean, if you come from a part of the US that doesn't have snow and you start driving in snow in Iceland and ice,
And wind, like we have today,
we
crazy,
will have wind.
crazy wind.
Yeah, we will
Yeah.
have wind today. So some days are not good for traveling.
Yeah.
An Icelander will just not travel on that day. A tourist driving around Iceland will, whether it's shoot or not. So,
You should talk about the stopping on the road.
yeah.
Okay, I'll ask the question for the final cut video. So, but like, what about? I mean, tourists in general. I know that's a big generalization,
Yeah.
but I mean, if there's one thing that comes to mind, is there, you know, something that seems dangerous that they're doing or like irresponsible or something?
We will see them stop anywhere to take a photo. And they will literally stop in the middle of the road. Which is crazy stupid.
Insane.
It's insane. It is some things you don't do, and you see them do it. On the ring road or just any road, they will just literally stop to take a photo. And they will kind of like either just stop half off the road or just full on the road and take a photo. And we've had accidents because of that and deaths.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, it was on the news today, and it's April, and there hasn't been 8 deaths in driving this year.
Mm-hmm.
But the summer hasn't started, so
Right.
there will be. And most of them would have been avoidable.
It's so scary. I mean, like, you know, and I try and tell people as often as I can, don't do it. But then, you know, without fail, we'll be driving around Iceland and I'll be like, oh, okay, like we have to slow down because we have to account for the person that's pulled off.
Yeah.
You know, like it's like we're gonna get in the accident because they're pulled off there.
Yeah. And Iceland is, all the roads here in Iceland, we will never find a road will go for 1 hour without any exit. So if you want to take a photo of something, just drive 2-3 minutes more, you will find somewhere to park.
You'll find somewhere, yes.
Yeah, there's everywhere parking places.
Yeah.
Or just like little turn-offs or something.
I agree.
So just drive a few more minutes. The mountain isn't going anywhere, or whatever you're going to take a photo of. It's not going.
That's great. All right, I love that. Perfect. So next up is a question from Kati, and they ask, what is your favorite place in Iceland?
That would have to be my hometown, I think. Ísafjörður. It's a little town engulfed in mountains. We have mountains all over, so it's my favorite place.
Yeah.
Everything there is nice.
You have a lot of good memories there.
Oh yeah.
Okay, yeah, let's go on to the next one that she's asking, which is how or why you learned English.
We start in school by learning English. First we start, of course, in Icelandic, then we start learning Danish, because we were owned by Denmark, and then we start learning English. But TV, social media, everything will also teach you English, because we don't, what do you call it, dub?
Yeah, dub on top.
Yeah, we don't do that. So the movies will be in English, the TV shows will be in English, so we just learn. And then friends, they will teach you more and more and more.
I help you.
Yeah.
Or, you know,
yeah,
your
exactly.
kids.
Yeah.
Good, I'm glad I could do my part.
Yeah.
Hold on 1 second. Okay, I just, you know, just want to make sure the memory space isn't running out. Yeah, and I literally have to say that I think that Icelanders are the best at English in the world. I know that's like a pretty bold thing to say, but you know, we've traveled to a lot of countries and we always feel like the Icelanders know the best English as a second language.
Yeah, as a second language, I think most of us speak it.
Yeah.
Older people here in Iceland, they will probably speak, of course, Danish or something, but then you're getting people that are 1940 and older, but everyone knows English.
Yeah, really well.
Helps a lot.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. We had a lot of people watching. Okay, so let's see what else. Okay, so this is kind of a fun one because I know very little about this topic, but I'm hoping that you can shed some light. So H43 Maxwell wants to know about the elves and troll folklore. I know that that's like a big topic, so you can just touch on it.
It's not folklore, it's true. If we will ask an Icelander, do we believe in elves? He would most likely say yes, of course. I mean, who doesn't? They're a big part of the Icelandic folklore, so our stories, everything. You will have rocks that elves live in, and there actually has been like protests. If they're going to make a road, they have to, you know, damage that rock. There have been, you know, like serious protests against that. So that's. There's a famous story about Ísafjörður, my hometown. If you are in that hometown and you look up at the mountain, you will see the place where the troll's mother, she was walking by and she had to sit down. So she took a seat on the mountain. So you will see her butt cheeks on the mountain.
Really?
Yeah.
You can see it from the town?
Oh yeah, just look up.
Oh, I'm gonna have to check that next time.
Yeah. So she was walking by, minding her business, had to sit down. And of course she made
Her seat?
her own seat, yeah.
What's it called? Is there a name for it?
Tröllasæti, like a troll seat. Has you know, names of stuff, of course, but it's Tröllasæti, it's her seat.
I love it.
Yeah. So elves are real, trolls are real. We have them.
Trolls are real. Yeah, it's a mythical place. I mean, it looks like, you know, there's some parts of Iceland that look like they're from the movies, and
Lord of the Rings.
yeah.
Yeah. Few of.
I'm gonna have to get I
saw somewhere he was here in Iceland when he wrote Lord of the Rings or something. Some of it is taken from the Icelandic sagas.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. I'll have to get him for an interview.
I think he died like 100 years ago or something.
Oh shit. I won't get him then.
But he could have someone else.
Okay. Last question, and very importantly, which is, Should I say that it's from me?
I just say it's a question.
Okay. All right, so last question, and I think very importantly, is, in your opinion, what is the impact that tourism is having on Iceland?
Huge impact. It's a huge impact. We have, it's been booming. It's multiplying every year, and bringing in lots of money and tourists and cultures and jobs, literally everything. The worst thing about this is, probably exactly the same thing. Our roads are not handled for so much traffic. We don't have the same roads as other countries do. We have smaller roads with one lane and one lane. So, and then the impact is, of course, it's too many tourists of a system we have.
Yeah.
So, but I think the system will just have to catch up, fix everything that needs to be fixed. But it's like you need tourists so you can do stuff, but you also have to do stuff so tourists will come. Where are you going to start? So it has to be connected. So I think it will just take time. It has been a huge change in that the last years. Just like toilets at sightseeing places, everything. The roads. We have one-lane bridges, which are dangerous. I think they're going to change them all now.
Okay.
There was a bad accident last year. So after that they said we have to change them all. So too bad there has to be an accident, so you changed it, but that's just how it works.
Yeah. Can you talk about the nature stuff?
Yeah. There's also the impact of tourists on nature. I saw it on the news earlier. There was like a small piece of land that Justin Bieber walked on, some music video or something. They've closed it now because tourists have destroyed it. And it will need years to heal. So we will, see them as too many tourists and too small places that are not handled for it.
Yeah.
So I think it just needs time. Everything needs to be connected more.
Yeah.
So, but the impact of tourism on nature is a lot.
Yeah, it's hard to see.
It's hard to see, you will see less and less Icelanders driving and sightseeing unless they're working.
Yeah.
So the only time I would go to Gullfoss or Geysir or some place is with a foreigner.
Yeah.
But it used to be, it wasn't like that.
Yeah.
Icelandic families went there.
Okay.
I think that has decreased. The tourists have kind of just taken over.
Yeah.
So I think that's bad, but
yeah. Yeah, definitely. Like, there's no pointing fingers because each side has to do their part. But it's definitely.
But there has been an increase of everything being prepared. Like the roads are always getting more and more safe, but they're not there yet. But it's getting there, and everything is it's getting there.
Yeah.
But I think it was too much, too fast. The system didn't handle it.
Yeah, agreed.
But it will. I mean, they're constantly adding to the airport. By the time they open it, it's too small. So there's like increasing the size of it, constantly.
Yeah.
And they have to.
Yeah.
But Iceland is located on a good way, so airport traffic should be. And I think it looks like they're, heading that way at least.
Yeah. Well, good and bad, as with everything in the whole world.
Yeah. But I think impact of tourists is good. It will literally just take a little bit more time.
Yeah.
I think it's getting there.
Okay.
And the best people of saying what needs to be done are the foreigners,
Yeah.
the tourists.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
Yeah, they will tell you what needs, you know.
What they need.
Yeah.
Yeah, agreed. Awesome.
Any more questions?
That's all we got. I mean, maybe we could do another one like this if people have more questions directly.
No problem.
But I think this is good.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Perfect.
You gonna ask her something about me or?
Oh, I'm sorry.
No problem.
Okay, yeah. So, 2 more minutes. Okay, 2 more minutes. Okay, so we need to cut here, and then this will go at the beginning of the video, right before we get into the questions. Okay, so you guys know that I've had Jens on my channel many, many times, and I actually first met you because we're working at the same gym together.
Yeah.
So, and now we're neighbors, so, I mean, we hang out a lot.
Yeah.
But anyway, just a little bit of backstory about you. Tell us about yourself, like where you grew up, and you know, what you did growing up and what your job is. And
I grew up in Iceland, which is 3,500 people per place in the Westfjords. It's the capital of Westfjords. It's a really nice place to grow up. It's small, everybody knows each other, and it's nice. And but now I live in the Reykjavik area, Kópavogur. As a kid, I did swimming.
okay.
I was actually quite good at that. After swimming, I did powerlifting, strongman, strength sports.
Mm-hmm.
Competed a lot in strongman, which is strength is a big part of Iceland, I think. We have lots of strong people here.
Mm-hmm.
Probably something to do to the land, you know.
Yeah.
It's a harder land. So it was fun. But now I'm a strength coach, so I coach a lot of athletes, get them stronger for various sports, handball, football, golf, all kinds of sports.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Perfect.
You're busy.
Yeah.
And now you're a YouTube star.
Yeah. You're a YouTube star.
Now you make videos, so like it's quite the.
Yeah.
You've got a full agenda.
Yeah. I'm waiting for the call from Game of Thrones 2.
Yeah. For real.
Yeah.
You would fit in perfectly in the show.
Yeah.
Jeez, what are they thinking? Okay, cool. That was good. Thank you for reminding that. Anything else?
Don't remember.
Okay. That's a wrap, people! Thank you for watching live. I thought that was the views, but it's the time.
It's a time.
I don't know if, what does it say? Oh, someone commented.
Yeah. Likeable stranger.
Oh. So the comments. Look at all the comments.
Oh, whoa.
Whoa. Holy shit, man. I wasn't even paying attention to this.
What do you think about O5? It's a good show.
Yes, the best. Oh my god. Sæll og blessaður.
Google Translate.
Wow, we got a lot of questions. Maybe we can use these for a future video.
Yeah.
But a lot of people were commenting and we didn't even see it. Thank you guys so much for watching. What we're gonna do is we're gonna cut up this video and put it on YouTube so you can see the final version. Bye.